What's your brand? What does your brand say about you? See, whether we realize it or not, we're all salespersons. We're all selling ourselves. Whether you're selling yourself for a job to be the best candidate for a company, or for a sports position, or even in relationships, selling yourself to the potential suitor saying you're the best man or woman for them. So you have a brand. Your brand is who you are. I remember in college studying a global marketing class, and we were looking at some of the major corporations, the major brands across the global, the international, the world scale. We even talked about Nike, talked about McDonald's, Pepsi, Coca Cola, some of the large hotel chains, the car manufacturers, and a lot of their brands started with a logo, with a symbol, a trademark representation of who they are. But it was even more than that. I remember the professor asking, what do these brands for these companies say about them? And we talked about everything from the quality, customer service, success, leadership, how they were able to win on a large market because their brand symbolized exactly who they were. There were values associated to their brand. So the three things I want to talk about today as we explore our own personal brand, what our brand says about us. The first thing is very important, and it's that everything you do says a little bit about who you are. It tells the story of who you are. Now, I know we like to tell our own story, and if we could, we would leave out the bad parts of the things that we don't want anybody to know. But the reality is our actions, the things that we do, even the things that we say, tell our story. How we act, how we react, how we respond to situations, both good and bad, that tells our story. That is our brand. The second thing, along with that, you have to be consistent. Let your actions and your words match up. Your actions shouldn't be here and your words there. There should be some congruency. There should be some consistency in what you say and what you do. Remember, actions often speak louder than words. So before you even open your mouth, your physical, your nonverbal appearance tells a story. How you dress, your posture, the things you do, even more so than the things you say. So you have to be consistent. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. And right along with that, when you say yes, back it up with your actions. Which leads to my last thing. When we're talking about brand, we have to be realistic. So when you're setting the bar, make sure you set the bar within reach. Set it high, but make it something that you can aspire to, something you can climb to, something you can soar to reach, not something unrealistic. Because if you don't, people will look at you as a dreamer, maybe someone with false expectations, and they won't trust the things that you say because they won't think that you have that level of accountability that requires to be at your very best and to help them be at their best. Because you have false expectations. You're not in touch with reality. That will affect your brand. That will affect the way people view you. Making a statement is very important. But remember, the statement doesn't just come from our mouths. It's not just what we say, it's what we do. Our brand consists of everything that we are. Our persona, who we are, on good days and bad days. Remember, your brand is very important. It's important to tell the world who you are, whether you do it on a small scale or a large scale. Remember, everything you do and everything you say tells a story of who you are. So you must be consistent with your actions and words. And when you set your goals, set the bar high, but within reach.